Welcome back, folks, to Car Brand Infos. This is FGV, and we're going to talk about Acura's ADX. So the ADX is new to the Acura's lineup, but not new to Honda, which is their sister brand. So basically, Acura is the premium brand of Honda, and the Honda HR-V is now being upscaled to fit the Acura clientele. So there will be a subcompact SUV available and an affordable available SUV in this market. Now, in this market for Acura, what they're competing against, you're looking at brands like the BMW X1 that still exists, because BMW have the X2, which is a slight upgrade, a little bit more sportier version. You have Lexus's UV, if I'm saying that right, I believe so. And you have the Audi Q3 as well in that lineup. Volvo's XC40 is in that lineup, which is a little bit bigger in that segment than the Lexus, the Acura, and let's say a slightly bigger than even the Audi's Q3, which is a decent size subcompact SUV. The BMW X1 in that segment, and I'm sorry, I apologize, it's the Lexus UX that's in that segment, which is probably the smallest one of the bunch. And although Mazda is not mentioned in this lineup, I'm going to say the Mazda's CX-30, which also has an upscale version of itself, which competes in this segment, has the most power in that segment as well as far as powertrain goes. Same type of bells and whistles, if not more, you'll get in a Mazda, also in the same price bracket. So something to think about if you're in the market for one of these type SUVs. But let's get back to the ADX. Now the ADX is going to be, like I said, a nicely upscale design added to this vehicle, even though it is based off of Honda's HR-V. Powertrain offered in this vehicle is the same powertrain that's in the Acura Integra, their sedan, compact sedan, sporty sedan with the manual transmission. This is not going to have a manual transmission. It's going to be an automatic, but we're talking about 200 horses with 192 foot-pounds of torque in this vehicle, obviously, which is nice for this segment because the Lexus is a little underpowered, and so is the BMW X1, without going up to an upscale version to like the BMW X2, which offers a more bigger and powerful engine in it. But if you're just looking at standard powertrains in this vehicle, this is pretty equipped for this segment. The only one in this segment that is really punching above its weight is the Mazda CX-30, and that in itself is a whole nother selection. When you drive that car, the way it handles that vehicle, when it handles and all the things it does, it's nicely put together by Mazda. But the HR-V slash ADX is slightly bigger than the CX-30, but doesn't deliver as much power. So now let's take a look. Fuel economy expectations for this vehicle is somewhere between 28 and 35, city and highway. They will offer a two-wheel drive version of this vehicle as well, and so that's going to get a little bit better gas mileage. The all-wheel drive is going to be 27 and 33, so there's about a 2-mile difference between the all-wheel and front wheel, and that may matter depending on where you are in the country. It will be released as a 2025, 360 camera available for this vehicle, wireless CarPlay and Apple Android CarPlay there, Google Maps, Google Assist available in this vehicle, rain sensing wipers, parking sensors, let's see, you have rear cross traffic alert and monitoring system, cruise control, Honda's version or slash Acura's version of their safety features. Let me see. Besides technology, pricing range is going to range between, they say 30, the mid 30s to 40s. I would probably say that's more accurate for a vehicle this size and what's expected inside. Now, 19-inch alloy wheels on the vehicle. So there will be a couple of packages that Acura is going to offer and models for you to select from. But this is a good vehicle to look into if you're not interested in stepping up to the most popular segment in the auto industry, which is like the RDX, which is your compact SUVs, the Mazda CX-5, the BMW X3, the Q5 from Audi. All these vehicles in the compact SUV market is the most popular segment in the industry. Obviously, the mid sizes have gained some traction. The family size ones with the third row, like the MDX, things like that, they're a little bit more expensive, but you have the bulk of people in the United States, they're buying, if they are in the market for an SUV, a compact SUV. And those are getting a little bit more expensive as you're looking at them. So now the subcompact market is now picking up, and you're starting to see more brands either make them to compete because it's a little bit more affordable and you do get a decent amount for your dollar. And so I'm going to put up some pictures here so you guys can take a look at the ADX and tell me what you guys' thoughts are about this vehicle. Is this something you might be interested in? I'm not sure what kind of programs Acura will be releasing on them as far as like lease programs, what kind of payments and stuff like that to be expected. But this is now heating up this segment because a lot of brands realize that the compact SUV, which was the affordable SUV without going to a midsize or a large SUV, is now kind of moving up a scale as far as pricing. And due to that happening, with that kind of that going in that direction, basically, they had to substitute for something that's going to be some sort of in that realm of pricing. The only difference is that with your subcompacts, they're a little bit smaller, so you're not going to have the space. So if you're a bigger family, it makes no sense to even look at this. If you're a single individual, perfect vehicle for you, especially when you want to ride around in style. There's quite a bit to choose from in this segment, but I'm going to give kudos to Acura for the work they put in here by choosing to go this route. I kind of wondered why they didn't do this sooner, because obviously the HRV has been around for a while, and this would have been a perfect vehicle to compete in this segment for them, obviously with upgrades than what you would see naturally in the Honda. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll keep you guys updated on what's happening around the auto industry.